der letzte Sprint hier für GreedFall. Weil erstmal jetzt vorerst der letzte freie Tag. Bald kommen auch die nächsten, aber wer weiß, wie lange das noch dauert. No, sonst wären es wieder nur kleine Abendstreams. Oh, ich habe wieder viel zu viel Zeug mit mir. Rumtragen. Oh, ich hatte in der Truhe auch den Ring. Stimmt. Das ist ein Ring, den ich doch noch nicht ausrüsten kann. Oh. Den darf ich aber. Und den. Muss ich gleich mal vergleichen. Vergleiche. 11, 16, der macht mehr. Mehr Schaden. So. Gut, dass wir so viel mit uns rumtragen können mittlerweile. Der Rest hier mal weg. Genau. Zeug zum Verkaufen. Kann ich vielleicht noch gar nicht ausrüsten. Jetzt habe ich, glaube ich, nichts dabei, oder? Nee. So, habe ich für ihn was? Ein Handschuh? Nö, für dich habe ich Handschuhe. Nee. Nope. So. Handschuhe hatte ich, Schuhe. Ja. Ja. Scheint doch alles besser zu sein. Nee, ich lass mal die. So. Die braucht auch die Magieregeneration, glaube ich. Weiß ich nicht. Der braucht auf jeden Fall Magieregeneration. Der magiert hier die ganze Zeit rum. Ist besser. Ihn noch was? Der Ringe. Oh, da kann ich auf jeden Fall wahrscheinlich aushelfen. Ich schau mal hier die ganzen Ringe in Beschlag. So, und war hier der Petrus. Und bam, macht er gerade schon mehr Schaden. Deutlich mehr Schaden. Das ist gut. Ich kann halt nichts davon ausrüsten. Super bescheuert. Irgendwo ein Handschuh, den ich noch nicht... Da. Okay, ausgerüstet sind wir alle. Und jetzt das große Ding mit... Sollten wir noch nicht ihre Mutter retten? Petrus, Jora. Ich würde sagen, wir finden erstmal ihre Mutter. Wo auch immer. Wir müssen nur mit ihr reden. Okay.
Honor Manawi. My mother is still held in this outpost near Vigigedor. I must do everything I can to free her from the lion's claws. But you are already busy. We'll talk about it again once you have more time. Anything else?
Ach so, wir haben gar keine Zeit. Okay, dann machen wir das nicht. Wahrscheinlich wegen Petrus. Wir können, glaube ich, und weil wir Vasco und... Ne, wegen Petrus aktiv. Vasco wartet ja auch noch auf Hilfe. Sonst haben wir nämlich auch gar keine Sidequests. Ah, aber wir hatten noch die Missionen hier. Frachtladung gestohlen. Füchse müssen wir noch töten. Bei den Ruinen. Wir sind doch hier auch bei den Ruinen, oder? Gucken wir uns hier noch ein bisschen um. Weil die Frachtladung könnte ja noch irgendwo liegen. Uff. Vielleicht sollte ich das echt nochmal lesen. Mit dem Auftrag. Gestohlene Frachtverbrecher haben eine Frachtladung gestohlen, bevor sie an den Außenposten geliefert werden konnte. Diese miese Tat kann nicht ungestraft bleiben, denn unser Lager braucht Vorräte. Tötet also diese Gesetzlosen und ihr könnt die Ladung als Belohnung behalten. Okay, so suchen wir im Prinzip nach einer Gruppe von Leuten. Nach allem, was wir wissen, sollten sie sich in der Nähe der Ruinen innerhalb des Territoriums der Eingeborenen verstecken. Dann suchen wir eigentlich nach einem Grüppchen Banditen. Geht's halt zurück. Ich glaube, hier sind halt auch noch Ruinen. Hier geht's hier lang, ne? Ja. So. Hier sehe ich nichts, ne? Nö. Da auch kommen wir gar nicht. Schon wären wir eh in der Sackgasse. Puh. Da kann man leider nicht hoch. Kurz einen Moment. Okay. Auf dem Schlachtfeld werden sie, glaube ich, nicht sein. Macht eher wenig Sinn. Also wenn dann irgendwo hier. Wir können da theoretisch von hier darum. Ich habe eigentlich gerade noch hier so ein kleines Banditenpack. Was greift uns jetzt an? Oh! Sind die das? Boah, ey, der mit seiner Scheißkanone. So. Male? Ja, Male. Oh, das waren sie auch, glaube ich. Geil. Geil, abends geschafft. Kriegen auch nur 50 GP dafür. Okay. Egal, Auftrag erfüllt. Oh, wir haben ja noch einen neuen. Die Eingeborene von TVD. Da haben wir jetzt Elsefeld. Elsefeld ist die Jorahs Zwillingsschwester, obwohl sie sich äußerlich stark unterscheiden. Sie ist eine erbitterte Kriegerin, die sich zwar nach Schlachten und Rache sehnt, sich aber auch darüber im Klaren ist, dass ihr Volk nach einer Niederlage von Did-Ekidan Nadegeis einige Zeit brauchen wird, um sich zu erholen. Obwohl sie noch nicht offiziell zur Nachfolgerin ihrer Mutter, Häuptling Platnit, gewählt worden ist, wird der Clan der Gais-Rat sie wahrscheinlich dazu bestimmen. Dann finden wir die Mutter vorher, hoffentlich lebend. Aber zuerst muss ich natürlich hier... machen wir hier erstmal die Hauptquest weiter. Füchse können wir überall töten. Und das Ding will ich noch gar nicht töten. Aber ich hätte auch vom Lager ausreisen können. Egal. Sieht man wenigstens noch mal ein bisschen was von der Map. Ein paar super krasse Fledermauskämpfe. So. Irgendwie mag ich die beiden. Mittlerweile stehen die echt gut auf allen zwei Beinen. Da wünscht mir Kurt ja fast schon nicht zurück. Obwohl irgendwie schon. Das war witzig mit Kurt. Das sind noch mehr. Ich jetzt nicht unbedingt gegen kämpfen. So viel EP geben die, glaube ich, eh nicht. Ach kommt, Leute. Lass einfach weitergehen. Wieso verfolgen die einem so weit? Jetzt aber, ja, es dreht ab. Da runter will ich. Hoch, ich hab die... Oh, ich kann die Quests durchschalten. Oh, wie praktisch. Gar nicht mitbekommen. So. Darf nicht vergessen, dass ich noch Füchse erledigen muss. Ich weiß nicht, ob es auf jeder Map sein muss. Ich hoffe, auf anderen geht auch. Obwohl in der Stadt eher weniger. Da gibt es nicht so viele. Oh, ich wollte noch Zeug verkaufen. Im Fall hier unten. Scheiß nicht. Das Gewehr brauche ich eigentlich auch nicht. Dann nehme ich da super viel Platz. Nicht. Super reich. Auch glaube ich einfach nur unnötig viel Geld. Oder irgendwas Gutes. Ein Kampfring. Bisschen mehr Betäubung. Die Dinger sind halt schon cool. Warum kann das ja nicht keiner von denen ausrüsten? Das ist schade. Ah, ich weiß, warum die auch so gut sind. Hab ich ja gelevelt. Es hat diesen Skill, der das irgendwie hochgezogen hat. Was wollte ich? Ich wollte... Ja, ich wollte zu Konstantin. Konstantin, mein Cousin. Ich komme und berichte. Mein Cousin. Mein Cousin.
Happy to see you, my dear.
You really don't look well. Have you not yet seen a doctor?
No, it's nothing. You know that I've always had a weak stomach. My nausea will leave me eventually. You wanted to tell me something?
We were not able, alas, to stop the clash between the forces of the Alliance and Siora's clan. We arrived at the village and battlefield too late. The Queen fell.
I'm extremely sorry for your loss, Princess.
Thank you. My sister survived, fortunately, and we are recovering from this tragedy together. But our clan was extremely weakened by this battle and by recent events.
We shall keep a close eye on the Bridge Alliance and their undertakings. Rest assured.
You should know that the battle took place in the middle of ancient ruins. The ruins were quite strange. We discovered a fresco that I am certain was crafted by continental hands.
Really? And how ancient are these ruins? Could they date back to the first landings of the Bridge Alliance?
They date much farther back than their arrival would explain. My mother and my grandmother have always known them.
Siora told me of a legend that spoke of them. About a people from the sea that were vanquished there.
Do you think it was the Norts?
It is not our custom to found a landlocked settlement. We have our islands, and it is enough for us.
If they are ancient, perhaps your people once practiced older customs. This story is troubling, but it reminds me of something that I once read in the reports of Lady Morange. You should go and find her. Perhaps she could tell us more about them.
Very well.
Anything else?
I'm going to leave now. Goodbye, Konstantin.
Look out for yourself.
Oh, Lady Morange war irgendwie wieder extrem weit weg, ne? Oh, doch nicht. Ah, nee, das waren die Sektenmitglieder, die waren weiter weg. So, die wohnt ja gerade um die Ecke hier.
Good day, Lady Morange. Do you remember me?
Of course, Lady de Sardet, isn't it? I hope that you and your cousin have grown to like it here. But I have little reason to believe you have paid me a visit to exchange civilities. Can I be of service?
What can you tell me about New Serene?
It's a new city whose construction began not long ago. When I arrived 5 years ago, there was just a port, a fence, and some huts here. The businesses, the barracks of the guard, the palace, and all of the houses sort of sprung up from the ground. To see how impressive it is today, even if it is still far from its majestic mother, is incredible. Of course, with such expanse, all kinds of bandits, drunkards, and other lowlife have arrived. But I'm very proud of it, in spite of everything. I hope that your cousin continues this work.
What do you know about this island?
Much less than I would like. The land is still wild and extremely rich. Its soils are full of minerals, some of which are unknown to us. With regard to the flora and fauna, you've probably seen how different the creatures and plants are here. The islanders protect their land fiercely, and we cannot begrudge them that. When you see what we have done with our own, well, Such a source of richness attracts greed.
You seem interested in the islanders.
As a matter of fact, I find their culture fascinating, but I can't say I know much about them. They are quite secretive and protect their cult and traditions from the curiosity of strangers. I know that their sages, they call them Donegada, are the guardians of their rituals as well as of the island. They have very strong links with nature and the creatures that inhabit it. They're also good healers. I could talk about them for hours, but you will learn more from the islanders themselves.
Keine Ahnung, ob wir uns das schon mal angehört hat. Aber ich hoffe nicht. Egal, jetzt frage ich sie
What do
noch
you know
was.
about the ruins found to the northwest of here?
The site that the natives call Didakidnadagase.
That is not how we pronounce it, but yes, we are speaking of the same place.
Your language is difficult to master, but I find it fascinating. To answer your question, I had countless questions about the place when our explorers and scouts first brought back sketches. Intrigued, I went there. I noted the architecture and their decorations. It is certain that they bear a striking resemblance with continental constructions, but they are more ancient. Too old to have been recently built by the Bridge Alliance settlers when they first set foot on the island. I even questioned the natives, but they only spoke of a people of the sea. My first thoughts went to the Nauts, but they're not known for building large towns, less so cities. There are other ruins on a cliff to the east of here. Perhaps they hide the key to this mystery. I hoped to organize an expedition, but the region is dangerous and hard of access. We explored mines at the bottom of the cliff, but we were not able to find an access to the plateau. If the mystery of these ruins intrigues you as much as me, it is in that direction that you should begin to look for answers. Can I help you with any other matter?
Nein,
My
danke.
lady, I have to go. Goodbye.
Oh, ist das Minendorf, in dem wir schon mal waren? Das könnte ich mir gut vorstellen, muss ich sagen. So, wo ist denn jetzt unser Zimmer? Da. Ich bin ja eher gewillt, tatsächlich dem Petrus kurz noch zu helfen, also die Quest von ihm zu machen, damit wir dann der Siora helfen können. Wegen der Mutter, das finde ich nämlich echt wichtig. Dann nehme ich mal das. Wo müssen wir hin? Da oben. Wie viel Gewicht habe ich eigentlich? Ja, habe ich genug. Wir müssen uns auch noch, glaube ich, als Dienstmädchen, Schnitt verkleiden. Wie auch immer Dienstmädchenkleidung. Keine Ahnung, wo ich die herbekommen will. Ich hoffe, die Quest macht das mit. Und kommen die gar nicht. Ach so. Der Arme steht immer noch da. Hab mich jetzt überhaupt nicht umgezogen. Wie sind Dienstmädchen denn hier eingekleidet? könnte mich halt als Wache anziehen. Oder ich habe kein Sonnending. Ne, habe ich nicht. Dann nicht. Ich gehe jetzt einfach so da rein. Oh, die hat auch eine Quest für uns.
Ah, Your Excellency. The Enlightened must have sent you. I would like to ask a favor of you.
I'm listening.
As you may be aware, we suspected this island might be the one St. Lucius wrote about.
Is that so?
We did, but let me explain. This island was where St. Matthias lived at the end of his life, and where he founded a perfect community. Some time ago, we created a village which we called Eden, following his example. We chose this place as it seemed to be the closest to the one described in the Holy Scriptures. It is a home to a community of converted islanders, accompanied and guided in their budding faith by our theologians. As you can imagine, it is of the utmost importance to us. All the more so because we discovered some tablets there, which were engraved by our founder.
An extraordinary discovery that confirms your suspicions.
I see you understand. Alas, these tablets were stolen, probably by the islanders who still reject our influence. I know that you are generally well accepted by the natives. That is why I was hoping that you could help us to retrieve what belongs to us.
I suppose I could go to Eden and try to retrieve them.
Marvelous. The leader of the community, Father Justinius, will be able to answer your questions. May the Enlightened assist you in this holy quest, Your Excellency.
Okay, na gut. Wer ist es denn? Ist der? Nö, der ist es nicht. Die sind noch eins höher. Wie komme ich denn den Stock da drüber? Im Nebenzimmer wahrscheinlich. Tatsächlich. Notiz eines Dienstboten. Eure Eminenz, wir haben den Raum im Keller neu arrangiert, ganz wie ihr befohlen habt. Der Schaden, den die Gäste Exzellenz angerichtet haben, waren beträchtlich. Wir mussten leider die stark verschmutzten Teppiche auswechseln. Ich hoffe, dass die neuen Teppiche nach eurem Geschmack sind. Ich habe mich wie immer darum gekümmert, dass der Schlüssel zum Raum auf eurem Schreibtisch liegt. Der Schlüssel müsste dann unten im Schreibtischzimmer liegen, oder? Wenn ich das jetzt richtig verstanden habe. Hier so. Oder. Doch, da. Wahrhaftig. Alle am Beten. Hier war doch auch noch. Ich wollte jetzt. Wo ist der? Auch unten. Ist gleich sogar draußen. Okay, dann nehme ich hier die andere Quest. Hier. No, jetzt muss ich da rein. Theoretisch. Ja. Den Loot mitnehmen und dann schön hier nach unten. Hier war ich doch, oder?
This area of the palace is forbidden to visitors. By order of the Mother Cardinal.
We did not know. Please, excuse us.
The basements are for servants only.
Very well. We'll go back up.
Uff. Was als... muss ich den jetzt herbekommen? Was sollen die anziehen? Bequeme Weste. Ich brauche noch 3. Mal nach einem Händler schauen. Ich hoffe, der hat welche. Ich hoffe sehr, er hat welche. Ist das vielleicht der Typ? Nee, mit dem sollen wir nicht reden. Und da, Händler.
Welcome to the best holy.
Kaufen. Rüstung hier. 3 Stück. Okay, ich hab sie an. Bequeme Weste. Gott, wir sehen alle furchtbar aus. Die sind dann doch noch rosa. Sehr, sehr unangenehm. Egal, Hauptsache wir kommen da jetzt rein. So, jetzt hier schön nach unten wieder. Okay. Wir arbeiten hart, wir arbeiten hart, wir arbeiten hart für die Kardinalen. Wir arbeiten hart, wir arbeiten hart. Seht ihr, wie hart wir arbeiten? Wir arbeiten hart, wir arbeiten hart. Hart für die Kardinalen. Was mir gerade auffällt, ich war hier schon mal drin. Ganz am Anfang, da habe ich mich hier nämlich umgeguckt. Und da hat hier niemand was gesagt.
Ah, well. This is a very unique place. The smell of stupor and vice reign as its masters.
You're not wrong. We should search this place. It seems that someone forgot their earring.
Ugh, here is an object of more than questionable taste. A woman from a good family would never wear it. It's junk. The kind of thing a courtesan would wear.
I didn't know you were an expert on the subject, Father.
The subject of jewelry?
No, of courtesans. Oh, for goodness sake. This room reeks of alcohol.
And not just any old alcohol, if my nose does not deceive me. Cornelia always had great taste when it came to drinking. We are here at the heart of human depravity. Outrageous luxury, excessively priced alcohol, obvious debauchery.
Surely this is enough to incriminate the Mother Cardinal.
No, my child. These things are common in certain circles, even in Thélème, unfortunately. Cornelia may well have organized these things for others. These parties might be of use in gaining some political favor. We must find out who is involved and learn more.
The earring that we found may help us with that. We could ask at the brothel if it belongs to a prostitute.
We should continue searching. Perhaps we missed something.
Ja. Kein Loot. Aber noch ein Hinweis, wie es scheint. Geschäftsbuch der Mutter Kardinalin Cornelia. Dieses Geschäftsbuch listet viele Darlehen auf, die von einem Geldverleiher mit dem Namen Die Elster vergeben wurden. Für jede Ausgabe gibt es eine entsprechende eingehende Geldsumme, die diese vollständig ausgleicht. Die Summen sind unglaublich hoch. Es wird jedoch nicht erwähnt, woher dieses Geld kommt. Es gibt auch viele wiederkehrende Auszahlungen an einen gewissen Zuckerstange.
This document is highly important. By reading it carefully, you could learn a lot. The Mother Cardinal apparently borrows large amounts of money from a moneylender. Actually, enormous sums.
What's more, she does so quite regularly. How does she manage to give it all back?
And the name Candy Cane crops up several times. Quite suspicious, don't you think?
This sweet person must be doing her huge favors to get these sums. I think we have everything we need. There is probably a connection between these pleasure parties and the account books. Let's ask a few questions.
The moneylender is well established. He can be found near the main square. As for this Candy Cane, the name doesn't ring any bells to me, but the moneylender must know more about him.
We can also go and gather information at the Coin Tavern. Perhaps the manager knows him.
Erstmal schnell hier rausgehen. Wir haben dringende Arbeit zu verrichten. Wir sind eigentlich gar nicht hier. Alles gut, wir sind nur Arbeiter. So, und raus aus diesem doofen Fummel. So. So. Was hattest du denn vorher an? Oh, das, was der Typ anhat. Ah, ist doch egal. So weit weg kann das ja jetzt hier nicht sein. Ich glaube, ich muss in die Seitengasse oder nicht. Aber da war... So. Jetzt müsste ich aber halbwegs richtig sein. Oder? Ja, da ist es doch.
Can I get you anything?
I'm
Ja.
here for something else. Can I ask you a couple of questions?
If you wish. What would you like to know?
Wir fangen erstmal bei die Zuckerstange.
What can you tell me about a certain Candy Cane?
Candy Cane. Everyone speaks about him or has heard of him, but no one really knows him.
And what do they say about him?
Here, nothing. You need to go downstairs for that sort of thing.
To the games room and the brothel?
Yes, that's more the kind of place where they'd talk about him.
You sometimes deliver goods to your big clients. Isn't that right?
Of course. The rich don't like to get drunk among mere mortals.
And have you ever supplied anyone from the palace?
Yes, that has happened. It suits them.
And who places these orders?
Well, a steward, of course. Don't you know how things work?
A woman? Dressed in a long green cloak?
No, the steward is more discreet. On the other hand, the person in the big green coat, the steward speaks to her sometimes. They know each other or work together.
Do you think that the Mother Cardinal may have been here?
Are you drunk or something?
I have to go. I will leave you to your work.
Okay, den fahren wir nicht mehr. Aber wenn da noch ein Questmarker drüber ist. Dann kundschaften wir hier mal aus.
Good day.
Welcome. You here to wager? To fight?
On what would we be betting?
On the fights in the arena. You never heard of them? Quite a few come here and bet fortunes.
And do they win?
A few do. Others have less luck. But they do get the thrill either way, you see. And that's all that counts.
What is this arena?
It's a place of great pomp and entertainment, where all manner of fights take place. Men, women, savage beasts, island monsters. People are coming from everywhere on the island to participate, or to bet.
I imagine that the name Candy Cane rings a bell.
Obviously, even though I would prefer it wasn't the case. He's a sort of organizer. He captures most of the beasts who fight in the arena.
How is that a problem?
Apparently, he's fixed a few fights. These kind of rumors aren't good for my business.
If that's the case, why don't you stop him?
He has friends, protectors. Without solid evidence, no one will lift a finger. And the only ones who wanted to speak of his cartel have disappeared.
Do you know where I could find him?
He often hangs out around the port at night, but I strongly advise you to stay away from the guy.
I know how to look after myself. Thanks for the information. Has the Mother Cardinal ever come here to place bets?
The Mother Cardinal? And why not Saint Matthias himself while you're at it?
I must be going.
Next time, then.
Ja, hier gibt's nichts für uns. Sonst jedenfalls nichts mehr.
A feast for the eyes, ladies and gentlemen. And it's free. Come and see me as soon as you have made your choice. So, have you found what you were looking for?
Let's just say that I'm gathering information.
My treasures are worth their price. I promise you that you will get your money's worth. For you, I'm sure we can make a special arrangement.
Ich glaube, anders kommen wir nicht dran, oder?
Here you are.
Thank you, my lady. I'll let you take your pick.
Thank you.
Look, a new face. Oh, but wouldn't that be... Hello, Father.
Oh, hello.
We would like to know if you know who this earring belongs to. Is it maybe yours?
Absolutely not. I am careful not to leave my belongings with clients, and I have no desire to answer your questions. That doesn't fall within my services.
Very well. Goodbye.
Aber wir haben bezahlt.
There are too many of you for me alone, my little lambs.
Sorry, madam, but we are here to ask other favors of you. This question might seem a little surprising, but do you know who this earring might belong to?
Why? It's mine. I lost it when... How did you get hold of it?
Are you sure you want to broach that subject here?
You're right. Come with me. Well, what do you want? Why are you giving me back my earring?
You know where we found it, don't you?
Obviously. I realized as soon as I got back that I'd lost it.
I imagine your pimp does not know that you take part in these parties. He doesn't dabble in this at all?
No. Do not say anything to him, I beg you. He's on my case enough as it is.
Then I suggest you answer my questions.
What would you like to know?
Could you tell us who you saw at the parties?
Rich people, or better. They seemed very rich and important to me. But I don't know them.
Do you know who organizes these parties?
Not really, no. A steward pays me when I go, but I don't see anyone else, apart from the clients.
You can't even give me a single name?
No. The only person who sometimes speaks to this steward is a woman who is always wearing a green coat. She never takes part in the festivities, but the steward rushes over whenever she arrives.
Do you think that an important person from Thélème could have partaken in these soirees?
You're thinking of Mother Cardinal, aren't you? You lot really think we are a bunch of degenerates.
You're hardly a shining example of virtue, my child. Just answer our questions.
Sorry, Father, I don't know the Mother Cardinal, but I strongly doubt she dabbles in that.
You don't think you could recognize her, and you don't think you've crossed paths. What a testimony. Admit it. You must know more than you're letting on. It's virtually impossible not to recognize someone while being so close to these influential people. Wouldn't you agree?
Well, I was able to recognize someone, once. Even with a mask on, I'm good at recognizing my clients.
Please continue. I'm all ears.
I don't want to implicate anyone, but he is of no real importance, and you've probably never even heard of him. It's the local moneylender.
I know very well who you're referring to, my dear.
But I didn't mention anything to you, huh? This stays between us.
I don't even remember the subject of this conversation anymore. Do you know someone who goes by the name of Candy Cane?
Everyone does. He is a powerful person, so his name makes the rounds.
Have you ever spotted him at these pleasure parties?
In all honesty, I wouldn't even be able to recognize him. I've heard his name before, but that's all.
This woman in the green coat, could you tell me about her?
She always hides her face and never joins us. Then she disappears into a little office and locks the door.
I see. She is quite important, then. Thank you for your help.
Be sure not to mention this to anyone. I'd lose my clients if they suspected me of speaking about them, you know.
So. Das hätten wir doch. Sollen wir nochmal den Wirt befragen? Aber warum?
Can I get you anything? Look who it is. I feel that once again you're not here to support my business.
I am looking for a woman who comes here. She always wears a long green coat.
Yes, I have seen this coat before, but I have no idea who is beneath it, if that's what you're asking. All I know is that I've seen her speaking to a regular, a steward of the palace who comes to place big orders. Always prime choice.
I have to go. I will leave you to your work.
Okay. Und das auch hier. Ach, wieder runter. Da, der Typ.
Good day.
Welcome. You here to wager? To fight?
I am looking for someone. A woman wearing a big green coat.
Yeah, I know who you mean. She's a good client. She comes in especially for the big fights, and she has prime information.
Do you know where I can find her?
No, I don't even know her name.
She wouldn't happen to be coming back to collect some winnings, would she?
No, and I can't really tell you when she'll show up next.
I must be going.
Next time, then.
Ja, was wollen wir jetzt machen? Ah, die Elsters fragen. Ich bin wieder falsch, oder? Ja. Ich glaube, ich muss da hoch, ja. Jetzt links. Und dann gleich wieder links. Nach dem Blut. So. Hier. No. Gleich hab ich's. Gleich sind wir da. Wird auch bewacht hier alles, so.
Can I help you?
Yes, actually. I have a small favor to ask.
You don't look like you need money from me.
I'll get straight to the point. I have bad news for you. I know about the decadent parties at the palace. I know that you take part in them.
What? But what are you talking about?
Stop acting all innocent. I have all the evidence I need to incriminate you. Although your reputation isn't spotless, there are others who have a lot more at stake than you. What if I were to spread it around town that you boast about being there? You know what happens when tongues wag too much.
That's enough! All right, I get the message. What do you want?
It would appear that you know the Mother Cardinal very well. I know that she borrowed money from you. I even know how much. What I want to know is why.
I have no idea. Do you really think that my clients tell me everything about their lives?
Does she still owe you money?
No, she always pays me back on time, and with interest.
Do you think she is plundering the city funds?
Ha! If that were the case, the funds would have been depleted long ago. Nah, the money's coming from elsewhere.
Tell me about Candy Cane.
We're not close, if that's what you want to know. I just know his name, like everyone else. I mean, there are some rumours. They say he does his business in the basement of the Coin Tavern.
What kind of business?
Oh, nothing to do with my line of business. He deals in arena fights, which are beyond me.
I would advise you to keep all of this to yourself.
I don't want any trouble. I will be as silent as a stone.
So, how do you see things, my child?
I think that the usurer is lending money to the Cardinal, and very significant sums at that. With this money, she bets on the arena fights while hiding in a big green coat. And she also gives large amounts to a certain Candy Cane, known for fixing fights.
Not only does our dear Cornelia love betting games, but she also wouldn't think twice about cheating to win.
Maybe he is just giving her advice. How can we prove anything?
We can always try asking him. Who knows? Perhaps he will give us an answer.
Dann suchen wir mal die Zuckerstange. Oh, weia. Wo muss ich lang? Geradeaus. Geradeaus. Und auf dem Riesenplatz rechts. Und dann den Loot einsammeln und dann irgendwann wieder links. Na, hier schon, reicht schon. Hier. Und jetzt hier. Ach nö. Ich darf von der anderen Seite kommen.
Here. At least not yet. Remember, my child, the bookmaker told us that he hangs around here at night.
That's true. You were right. Let's come back later.
Ach nö, muss ich jetzt... Und mein Zimmer ist wahrscheinlich hier unten, ja. Jetzt hier rechts. Und wieder rechts. Und geradeaus. Ja, da einfach umzustehen, zu warten, dauert zu lange. Ich hoffe, ich bin hier richtig. Sollte. Ja. Ah, ich bin richtig super. Hey, Kurt. Schlafen bis... hätte ich jetzt echt nur noch 21 Sekunden warten müssen. Gut, das hätte ich auch warten können. Egal. Ich glaube, hier bin ich falsch. Hier geradeaus. Ja, wo kommen die denn her? Ja, wir sind cool. So. Und den Rest auch platt gemacht? Ja. Wo kommen die denn auf einmal her? Hier vorne müsste er dann gleich sein. Ja.
Good evening. Are you the one they call Candy Cane?
Who are you?
Desardet, legate of the merchant congregation.
A legate, no less. I imagine in these cases, the one accompanying you is the famous Petrus.
You seem to be very well informed. Therefore, you might be able to answer my question. What do you know about a woman in a green coat?
Why would I tell you?
We know that you have business with this woman, and that she is actually the Mother Cardinal.
How did you... You would be better off forgetting that.
That's not exactly the response I'd imagined. But nevertheless, seems rather eloquent.
I told you to forget about it, or you'll soon run into trouble. Legate or no legate.
Come on. It was just an innocent little conversation. Goodbye, Mr. Kane.
Bye. And Godspeed.
We have enough information.
Really? Is the fact that she bets on fights that are potentially fixed enough for you?
It's already a huge scandal. Let me just think about it for a little while. I will find a way of putting this information to good use.
I have faith in you, Father.
Oh, kurz speichern. So, die Quest müssen wir jetzt gemacht haben. Ja. Dann helfen wir jetzt der Siora.
Honor Manawi, my mother is still held in this outpost near Vigigado. I must do everything I can to free her from the lion's claws. So will you accompany me?
We will do everything we can to free her. Do not worry. Let's go.
So, dann können wir da jetzt helfen. Der Außenposten. Okay, wo ist mein Haus? Da ist das Haus. Dann flitze ich da jetzt nochmal hin. Flitze ich da jetzt nochmal schnell hin. Aha, ja, ich bin richtig. Überhaupt kein Orientierungssinn hier. Muss ich gestehen. Dann gucke ich auch mal so oft auf die Karte. So, kommen wir jetzt hier. Gut, ich will reisen. Jetzt. Da hab ich hab den sogar gekauft, ne? Oh, das Rot ist schick. Passt zur Hose. Kann ich nicht tragen. Ach, war ja klar. Okay. Ich hätte gerne die LP und Magieheilung gemacht, aber ich glaube, das wird zu stark. Links rum. Da. muss mir eigentlich auf den Wegen fahren. Wieder beim Linken. So. Und hier noch. Ich wünschte, ich wüsste, wie weit ich wäre, aber ich freue mich schon extrem, Witcher 3 anzufangen. Natürlich muss davor auch mal erstmal ein Spiel abgeschlossen werden. Aber ich hätte eben das Zeug noch verkaufen sollen. Egal. Noch irgendwelche Bestien kennengelernt. Kupfertellern. Tenlan. Hier noch ein Ort. Die ganzen Notizen habe ich mehr zum Glück gelesen. So. Genau, bei der Erkundung wissen wir, glaube ich, wie viel wir haben. Alter, das ist nicht mal die Hälfte. Belastend. Okay. Dann lege ich doch mal hier den Zahn zu, hm?
Halt! Who goes there?
Desardet. I am the legate of the merchant congregation.
Oh, well, you can come in, Your Excellency. But this savage, on the other hand...
Am I the one you call a savage, Renaigse?
This young lady is the princess of her people, and she is with me. As such, I would appreciate if you let us through.
Very well, Your Excellency. Please go and find the captain. I'd feel better knowing that he gave you his endorsement.
So ein Arsch. Okay, der Hauptmann. Oh. Unnötige Runde gelaufen. Egal.
Well, who are you?
Desardet, legate of the merchant congregation. Why are you at war against the natives?
Because they reject our presence. They've been attacking us for months. These savages, they stubbornly refuse civilization. And our men pay the price. We can't let them slaughter us without reacting.
Since you arrived here, you have destroyed the forest and ripped open the earth. And people disappear in our villages, the Onalmenawi first. We are only defending ourselves. And we are the savages.
Since we've defeated you, you can believe what you like. Anything else?
So ein Arsch. Mal gucken, was mit der Königin ist.
Allow me to introduce Siora, the daughter of Queen Bladnid, whom you faced on the battlefield. We understand that you brought her mother here, and I would like to negotiate her liberation.
A liberation? That'll prove difficult. She's dead.
No! You let her die! You may even have finished her off like an agonizing animal!
We didn't need to. When we collected her up from the battlefield, she was severely wounded. She died on the way to the camp.
I want to see her body, Onalmenawi. Please. I must see her.
Can we see her, Captain?
If you're the one who's asking, Your Excellency, it should be possible. You're in luck. We were thinking about getting rid of it, but we received the order to keep her body. It's still at the infirmary. Ask the doctor.
He'll show it to you.
Thank you, Captain. Siora, I'm terribly sorry.
Let's go see her now. I need to.
I will pray for her soul, Siora, so that the Enlightened may welcome her in his glory.
The infirmary must be the building on the right, near the camp entrance. Let's go.
Ich hatte eigentlich gehofft, wir finden die lebendig.
Who are you? Are you looking for a doctor?
I'm the legate of the congregation, and this is Siora, the daughter of the queen whose remains you are keeping.
I would like to see her. I need to see her. Please.
My condolences, madam. The body of your mother is back there, in the room on the left.
No.
I should give you some privacy while you are mourning. We won't be far.
And de varstir tu, mater. Men sida denon mil frichteman. I must take her with me on Almanawi. We must perform the rituals.
The captain said that he was instructed to keep her body. It will not be easy to convince him to disobey.
I do not care about the captain's orders. She is my mother. She must be given back to the earth.
So, let's go back to see the captain and try to make him change his mind.
You can try, but with all due respect, I doubt that you will succeed. He will not want to draw attention to himself by disobeying this order.
What do you mean?
I believe he is a traitor, and that he made a deal with Telemi.
Those are some serious accusations, even for a member of the Guard. Why would you believe such a thing?
I overheard a conversation that got me thinking, and I also saw certain documents.
We could use them to pressure him. Did you take them?
No, that would be too risky. I do not want to get into trouble. But I suppose they would still be amongst his other belongings.
Will they let us rummage through this place without protesting?
Most of the guards returned to Hikmet after the battle was over. If you are discreet, you should be able to enter the officer's building.
Thank you for your help, Doctor.
Shouldn't you ask the captain first? Maybe he'll change his mind.
You're right. Let's try talking to him before rummaging through the camp.
Ich glaube, ich auf kürzer, weil das... Oder auch nicht, das hat direkt hier vorne. Aber wir reden erstmal. Wird schon schief gehen.
Your Excellency, what do you want?
We would like to retrieve the remains of the Queen. Bring her back to her people and her family.
That will not be possible, Your Excellency. As I told you, the Governor specifically asked us to keep her. He wants her delivered to one of his scholars who wanted to study her.
You have lost a lot of men in this battle. How would you feel if someone prevented you from giving them a proper burial? If you knew that their corpses were going to be given to some scholars to be dissected, wouldn't you want to have them back?
You have a way with words, Your Excellency. Yes, I would like to give them a proper grave. Take her with you. I'll find an excuse to give the Governor's men when they come.
Thank you, Captain. There. We managed to convince him in the end. We'll be able to bring the body of your mother back to your village.
Then let's go. I am eager to reunite with Isolde and talk to her.
Das ist Lagerfeuer. Und da ist auch eine Quest. Sehe ich gerade hier. Dann gehe ich doch nochmal hier hin. Oder auch nicht. Finde ich auch nett hier, dann muss ich nicht so weit laufen.
Isildt. Our mother. I know, Siora. And the worst hearsay. Some men delivered her remains here. They said that it was thanks to you. And the Renagze legate, thank you. We will be able to pay homage to our mother. Why are there mind shakers here, Isildt? I meant to tell you about it. They came saying that our mother had made an agreement with Teleme. But Mater did not tell me about it. She didn't say anything to me either. I do not like this, Isildt. These people want to drive us away from the land. I know. But we need help after the defeat. And they say that she made a promise set in stone. The spirits of the people of our village would have to go to the light, and in exchange they'd help us against the lions. This is impossible. Mater would never have done such a thing. They are lying, I'm certain of it. They may be. But if there really is a promise set in stone, we cannot break it. And we will have to bury our mother according to their rituals. We must verify it. I will not stand there while these mind shakers take our village.
Können wir helfen?
Karans, do you need something?
I'm sorry about what happened to your mother. How are you feeling?
Unwell. I am angry, and I feel an immense void within me. I blame myself for not having been on this battlefield with her.
I understand. My mother had the Malachor, and yet I had to leave her behind as she was at death's door. I can't help thinking that I should have stayed by her side, just like you.
And you could not have done anything to save her, either. Thank you, Onol Manawi. Your words alleviate my sorrow. Anything else?
I must leave you. See you later.
Uff.
Siora, Asir. Always with your new friends. Bertir to Madiseld. I'm happy to see you. What do you want?
Thanks.
Also... können wir den jetzt nicht nochmal machen? Das finde ich doof. Muss ich ehrlich gestehen. Wir können... Was hier? Ich glaube, da können wir nicht hinreisen. Ich weiß auch nicht, wie es da oben heißt. Ansonsten das Lager... Hier, wie heißt das? Lager nahe Vigida. Das müsste sogar das hier sein, ne? Ja. Ich markiere mir das mal hier.
Can you come and see me? Bertir Tumad, thank you for coming to talk to me. You are Onol Manawi, but you also look like a Lugaid Blau.
Lugaid Blau? Is that what you call the congregation?
Yes, those who have yellow eyes.
They are coins. But to answer your question, yes.
Is Legate the Renaigse word for Onol Manawi?
No. It means that I am in charge of diplomatic relationships with the other nations.
So I was right. You will be able to help us. Some of your clan are preventing us from accessing one of our sacred glades.
Really? Why would they do that?
Several seasons ago, some men from your clan came to ask us for wood for their houses. There were some old trees in this glade, so we let them do what they wanted. At first, everything was fine. But then they cut down too many trees. So we wanted to heal the place, plant some new trees. But they won't let us come close. Their bod irony, their warriors, are stopping us from doing so.
I could investigate.
Yes, please. You must tell them that they have to let us heal the glade.
Der hier hochlaufen, ne? Wo ist denn das dann? Davon ins Lager. Ja gut, das war jetzt eigentlich mehr Umweg. Egal. Nein. Muss da nur hier hochrennen. Wundere mich, warum wir nicht gerade auf die Map hinten laufen können. Das ist die falsche Quest. Da muss ich hin. Jetzt habe ich wieder die falsche Quest. Gibt's ja nicht. So, einen Moment. Ich snack hier kurz. Ein Stück Schokolade. Für mir das. Jetzt habe ich auch nur noch Flaskos, ne?
Desarde, I'd like to know more about my family. I need to know what became of them. Could you accompany me to see Lady Morange? I'm afraid that without you, she may refuse to give me any information.
All right, Vasco. Let's go see Lady Lorraine Morange.
Ja. Da. Mm. Hoch. Oh. Einen Moment, ich bin gleich wieder da. So, bin wieder da. Der Hund wollte rein. Und hatte Durst. Boah, wen lasse ich hier? Mach's erstmal so. Und zuerst Holzfällerei, dann Scarlett. Hey! Hey! Nein! Komm mal her! Nein! Nein! Na! Nein! Na! Entschuldigung, die Kleine, die bellt immer, wenn Besuch da ist oder so. Oder es irgendwo im Haus klingelt. Alles gut. Ganz ruhig. Ganz ruhig. Komm hier. Super. So, und bleib. Neue Map, neues Glück. Die ist sogar nicht mal so groß. Zum Glück. Gehen wir nämlich erstmal hier rüber das Fragezeichen abgreifen. Oh, ich muss ja auch noch Füchse jagen. Irgendwie, seitdem wir die Quest haben, sehe ich keine Füchse mehr. Ups. Oh Mann. Wo ist denn hier mein Mana dran? Da. Magietrank.
See if you can ward off this fate.
Und so, hier sind wir wieder außerhalb des Gebiets. Wow. Okay, also mit das und dann geht's hier rein. Wo sind denn? Also auf dem linken Ohr. Ja, hab's auf dem linken Ohr. Komm. So. Meine harte Geburt hier. Mit so vielen. So. Was gibt's hier? Geht's nicht rein.
Some Renaigse around here.
That doesn't happen often. Do you want something?
You're very isolated here. Why live so far from a village?
It's a long story. Matir, will you tell him?
When I was young, I got engaged to a young man, but he wasn't my Minundanem. I thought he was, but I was wrong. And one day, I met the one I would love for all my life. As I had broken my engagement, we were exiled.
So, our parents came to settle here. They built this house, and we were born.
There. Now you know the whole story. Do you want to know anything else?
No.
I'll leave you alone. Qua awalem seg.
Komisch. So. Lagerfeuer. Das gibt es 4 Stück. Interessant. Ich gehe mal nach da oben weiter. Sollten wir auch noch kommen. Da geht's aktuell eh nicht weiter, also hier lang. Richtung West. Die Teiche sind halt immer super schön. Da ist ja auch noch ein Weg. Den muss ich jetzt lang flitzen. Nur falls da Loot ist. Hier ist kein Loot, also ist doch umsonst gelaufen. Oh, hier unten ist noch ein Weg. Dem folge ich mal kurz. Ach so. Wow. Ich war kurz weg, tut mir leid. Aber jetzt bin ich wieder da. Bin ich gerade durch den Zaun durchgelaufen? Egal. Oh, das war ein Fuchs. Ist er noch da? Ist er noch da? Nee, ne? Ich glaube, wenn die einmal weglaufen, die spawnen die auch einfach. Würde ich vermuten.
want to shed blood. We want to...
What's happening here, soldier?
These islanders want to enter a plot of land that belongs to the congregation.
They are denying us access to the glade.
We must heal it. Otherwise, this land will die.
I am sorry, but we cannot let you enter this area.
But we only want to plant some new trees. Bring life back.
These people are fanatics, Your Excellency. Several woodcutters died last night, and I'm willing to bet that these savages had a hand in it.
You are killing the earth, so it kills you in return. All of you are cursed.
Shut it, you savage!
I am de Sardet. I am the legate of the merchant congregation on this island. I came to shed some light on this affair. You said that some woodcutters died.
Aye, they fell sick and died a few hours later. Well, the camp doctor will be able to tell you more about it. You'll find him in the barracks right here.
Thank you, soldier. I'll go see her.
Please, Your Excellency, you may come in. Do not force us to use our
Irgendwas damit zu tun? Nur die Leiche, der Holzfäller.
Hello, Doctor. I'm the legate of the congregation. I was told about the disputes caused by this camp, and a soldier told me that several woodcutters died recently.
Yes. They got sick yesterday afternoon, and a few hours later they were dead. I couldn't do anything except watch them writhing in pain. None of my remedies worked. If seeing corpses doesn't bother you, you can come and see the bodies. They're here. I hope that whatever killed them is not contagious.
Checken wir die mal ab.
These poor woodcutters look like they've suffered. This one has a swollen tongue, blood at the corners of the mouth. There are some peculiar red patches on the bodies. His eyes are bloodshot. This man choked to death. A strong smell of ammonia. The entrails must have been perforated.
Dann löst uns jetzt mal auf, die Saudi.
So, what do you think? Do you recognize their disease?
They didn't die of disease. They were poisoned. There's no doubt about it.
You're probably right. But I've heard these savages talking so much about curses, so I thought it must be a mysterious disease, rather than seeing what was before my eyes. But how could these three men be poisoned?
Wir fragen sie alles.
I'm not sure. Do their symptoms not point to anything?
No. I've never seen such a deadly poison with these symptoms.
Have you noticed anyone unusual here?
Unusual? No.
Did they drink anything in particular?
They like to drink their fills in the evening. Life is dreary here. But if the poison was in the alcohol, I'd also be on the pile of corpses.
What did they eat yesterday? Did they eat any mushrooms?
No, we avoid that kind of thing. We don't know enough about the region's plant life. The congregation provides us with dry produce, otherwise we eat game. Yesterday they butchered a beast brought by the hunters.
Hunters?
Natives who bring us game regularly in exchange for knickknacks. But they've been restocking us for months. I struggle to believe that they're involved.
Well, let's see what they have to say. Where can I find them?
They usually hunt on the edge of the wood that leads to this camp.
Okay. Da ist noch ein Lager, das muss ich noch mitnehmen. Schnellreisegründen. So. Hier vorne sollen wir mal gucken. Oh, ich bin schon so bewegt. das jetzt nicht getroffen, oder? Nee. Mist.
This is our prey, Renaix. How can we earn our reward if you hunt our prey?
We only defended ourselves. These beasts attacked us. But take them. We do not intend to eat them.
Thank you. But what are you doing here, Renaix, if you're not here to hunt?
We were looking for you.
Us? What do you want from us?
3 woodcutters were poisoned yesterday after eating what you brought them.
Poison? I swear we are not responsible for this.
Listen, all the clues lead to you, but it may simply have been an accident. How about you tell me exactly what happened?
It wasn't really an accident, but we did not want to kill them either.
Then tell me how it happened.
We did not decide to do this. We were trading beautiful things with the camp. But the elder said that we would be traitors to our clan if we let the woodcutters cut down all the trees.
Which elder?
One of the old men from Vigigidor, our village. He is very angry because we cannot heal the glade. He gave us the meat of an andrig killed by a venomous Dosentats. Its flesh is perfectly edible when prepared with certain berries, but without them, eating it would be lethal. And since the Renaix invaded our forest, these berries are nowhere to be found. He wanted it to be a lesson for them, so that they may understand that their destruction brings death.
I will not hold you responsible, but from now on you will no longer bring meat to this camp. You were the instruments of a hateful old man's vengeance. And I'm under the impression that there will be even more deaths if I do not get to the root of this problem.
The Vegigido elder thought it best to take vengeance into his own hands. I understand his anger, but Dunkus would not approve of this. He would say that bloodshed only leads to more bloodshed, and he wouldn't be wrong.
This whole thing could turn into an open war. We cannot let that happen. Sir de Cosillon will be able to give some advice on how to solve this property conflict without violence.
Der saß doch immer beim... Wie heißt der? War doch mal bei unserem Cousin. Gut, da hinten kommen wir gerade eh nicht weiter. Da auch nicht, also müssen wir eh zurück. Die Wege sind noch blockiert. Und ich reise. So, habe ich was zu verkaufen? Bestimmt. Keine Ahnung. Nee, das ist alles völlig voll. Dann ist ja gut. Ups. Dann ist ja gut. Wir müssen in den Palast. So. Konstantin. Okay, der ist oben. Da ist noch eins weiter oben. Das ist wahrscheinlich hier. Yep. Geradeaus hier.
Sir de Corsilion.
De Sade, my young student, what can I do for you?
The mission you entrusted me with has made great progress.
Very well. Let's see. Good. You have traveled great distances, and the terra incognita will soon be but a distant memory. Keep doing what you're doing, de Sade. Can your old professor still prove himself useful?
Ja, ich habe schon ein paar Notizen gefunden.
I've found no traces of Professor Seraphedin yet.
That's most regrettable. But keep looking for him, will you? You never know. Can your old professor still prove himself useful?
I've come to find you because I received a complaint from the natives of the village of Vigigador. They want to be able to access a clearing exploited by our woodcutters in order to heal it. To reforest it, I assume. But our men there say that it belongs to them and are refusing to let the natives enter it. The site was supposedly ceded to them several months ago. But tensions are running high and some men have lost their lives. If we don't intervene, we're heading for a real confrontation.
It is very regrettable, and I approve of your desire to appease this conflict. According to what you have told me, if ever there was a contract, it must have been signed under our former governor. You should go to the archives and verify this. Then go and talk to Lady Laurine de Morange. And of course, I'll be delighted to help you once things have been clarified.
Thank you, Professor. Once more, you've been of great help.
Can your old professor still prove himself useful?
No. Looking forward to seeing you again, Sir de Corsilion.
Die Archive sind hoffentlich noch in dem Haus hier. Sollte sonst... Ja, müsste eigentlich jetzt noch sein. Wahrscheinlich unten in der Bücherei. So. Hier. Hier nicht. Okay, die sind weiter unten. Hier müsste es nach unten gehen. Oh, hier war ich aber auch noch gar nicht, oder? Besitzurkunde für die Holzfällerei. Nach Verhandlungen zwischen Häuptling Dunakas und Gouverneurin de Morange über Ländereien in der Region von Quenva wurde hiermit beschlossen, dass die verhandelte Länderei von nun an alleiniges und ausschließliches Eigentum der Händlerkongregation sind. Eine Forstnutzung der Holzfällerei ist ausdrücklich gestattet. Der Zugang zu diesem Gebiet ist jedoch nur noch Mitgliedern der Kongregation erlaubt. Das ist natürlich schlecht für die Einwohner. Aber wenn es da steht, muss es ja stimmen. Dann noch mit Lady Morange sprechen. Die müsste ja auch in der Nähe sitzen. So, einen Moment. Dann habe ich bekommen. Ich muss mal gucken. your help.
Good day, my lady. Happy to see you again in such fine health. How can I be of service?
I need you to enlighten me about the property deed of a glade near Vigigador. The natives want to access this place, which according to them is sacred, and which they would like to heal. But some of our men there are using this deed to deny them access to the area. Tensions are running high, and some people have died.
Yes, there was a time when we enacted a lot of contracts. Do you have the document with you?
Yes, here it is.
This cession agreement is only signed with a cross on the native side. Well, writing is foreign to them, as is the notion of land ownership. For them, the earth only belongs to itself.
If they did not possess these lands, how did they cede them?
I doubt they knew what this agreement represented, to be honest.
In that case, why make them sign it?
When we arrived on the island, we had to ensure our access to certain commodities. We also had to make sure that we had legal ownership of the lands we were occupying. The natives dreamed of possessing some baubles that they didn't know how to craft. It was easy to make them sign agreements that they didn't understand by giving them some. I was a stranger to their philosophy then. I only thought about my city, and I regret it.
I'm sure we can fix this mistake.
I hope so, Your Excellency. Come, let's find Sir de Corsilion. Can I help you with any other matter?
We would like to have some information regarding an important family, the Darcys.
Well, I could tell you many things about them, but I suppose that you want to know something in particular?
Are there any members of this family on the island?
Indeed, Bastien Darcy, the son of the family, has been in New Serene for some time. Last I heard about it, he was doing business, but that doesn't help in knowing where he is. The Darcys' first attempt at establishing themselves on this island wasn't very fruitful. But I seem to recall that since then the son has found a competent associate who's been working here for a long time.
Perfect. Could you tell us where to find her?
Of course. Ask for a Madame Clerc near the warehouses on the port. That's where she normally is. I hope the Darcys are not in trouble.
Do not worry, madam. Their name was simply mentioned in some business discussions. We are thinking about becoming associates. We would like to know more about them to form an opinion.
If you ask me, you should forget this idea, Your Excellency. Their son is a poor business partner.
Why do you say that?
I do not mean to speak ill of him. Perhaps it would be better for you to form your own opinion.
Well, thank you for your help, madam.
Can I help you with any other matter?
My lady, I have to go. Goodbye.
Sir de Corsilion, it's always a pleasure.
Madame, I expect you've come to see me about this regrettable problem concerning a clearing, which my student told me about.
Indeed, and I think I may have a solution that will allow us to solve this conflict peacefully.
I'm listening.
I must admit that I established this at a time when the culture and the mentality of the natives was foreign to me. The clan of this village was rather open to our presence. They welcomed us with benevolence. For this reason, I think we should allow them access to these lands. In doing so, we would appease the tensions, and we would also retain ownership of the wood. We would even benefit from such an agreement if the natives reforest this area. Then we could exploit it for a longer period of time.
I find this decision perfectly viable, and I approve, but several men were killed, and their comrades will seek vengeance if the person or persons responsible do not pay for their crimes.
I am convinced that Duncas, the chief of this clan, never approved such an action.
I understand, but I will only write a decree allowing people to go to this clearing, provided the murderer is delivered to us.
Thank you, Master. I will inform Duncas of your decision.
So. Jetzt muss ich wahrscheinlich lohnen, Vascos Quest zu machen. Da die eh hier in der Stadt ist. Und auch direkt um die Ecke.
Come closer, good people. The cure in one.
War die das doch da hinten? Bin ich dran vorbeigelaufen? Oh, ich bin echt dran vorbeigelaufen.
Can I help you? Are you here to do business?
Are you Madam Clerk?
We would like to meet with your associate, Mr. Darcy.
Bastian? I don't know where he is. I can't say that he often graces us with his presence.
You don't have the slightest idea where he is?
I am not his caretaker, you know.
You don't seem to hold him in high regard.
Listen, my relationship with my associate is no one else's concern. And if you didn't come to do business, well...
We must find him. This man you can see by my side is his brother.
Do not insult my intelligence. I know that the Darcys only have one son, alas.
You can see the Naught tattoos on his face, can't you? And a merchant like you must surely know about the Naught's recruiting process.
So it is true. The Darcys gave away one of their children. I find it hard to believe. He was supposed to go to Hikmet to deal with one of our clients, but I didn't receive any news from him after his departure. And given his tendency to get himself into impossible situations, I didn't try to get any.
Who is this client?
His name is Ferrat. You'll find him in the Alchemist District. I'll write this down.
You think something may have happened to him there?
His mission wasn't very complicated. He had to pay for a valuable shipment and take charge of it. But with Bastian, anything is possible.
Thank you, madam.
Also, das wäre ein Hikmet. Auch ein ganzes Eckchen entfernt. So, zuerst gehe ich zu mir in das Hütchen. Dann wahrscheinlich mal kurz zwischenspeichern. Und dann kann ich eigentlich... Wir gucken mal, welche Quest ich mache. Ich glaube, ich würde die Holzfäller-Quest weitermachen. Und dann nach Hikmet müssen wir, glaube ich, immer mal. Lässt sich jedenfalls vermuten. Zuerst kurz speichern. Ja, ich mache hier die Quest. Ja, einen Moment, ich bin gerade wieder da. So, ich bin wieder zurück. So. Ach, ich wollte mit Controller spielen. Gucken wir mal, was das Dorf überhaupt dazu sagt. Hier.
Bertir Tumad. I am Dunkas, the Mal and the Done god of the Yigido. You're very strange for Renaise. Who are you?
My name is de Sardet. I'm the legate of the merchant congregation.
You are a Lugayer Blau? Oh, I didn't know there were Onal Manawi amongst them. They may not be so different from us after all. What brings you here, Onal Manawi?
What do you think of the settlers from the continent?
I think they behave like naughty, unruly children. They take what they want and break what they own without even understanding what they are doing. But they can learn and grow. And who would kill unruly children for being mischievous? Is there anything else?
What can you tell me about your clan?
We are the Beraig Nodas, the bearers of lifeblood. We earned this name by bringing the trees and the earth back to life, by restoring balance.
There are a lot of Onal Manawi here.
It is true. We were already healing the earth before the bond existed. The bond just made us better. Many of us have chosen to follow this path because we are proud of our role amongst our brothers. Our village is home to the largest amount of Donegada, along with maybe Vishkadir. Is there anything else?
Tell me about your village.
We used to be nomads. We would go wherever Tia Freddy needed us until we healed the place. But the people of the sea came and hurt this place so much that my people had to stay here for a long time. For so long that they created this village, Vigigido, the place of the healed wound. Is there anything else?
At this old man's request, I investigated the conflict that opposes you and my nation regarding the clearing. You will now be able to access it freely to accomplish your rituals or heal the area. And the congregation will keep exploiting the forest. However, there is one condition to this new agreement. You must deliver this man to us, because he is responsible for the deaths of several woodcutters.
These men died because of their own foolishness. No one else is responsible for their deaths. If they hadn't cut all the ochreberry trees, they would have survived.
What does that mean? What are the two of you talking about?
3 woodcutters died eating the meat of an andrig after it was killed by a venomous dosentats.
It's nothing but a terrible coincidence. And if they had eaten the ochre berries...
We know that you're responsible for all this. The hunters told me everything.
How could you do this? You acted more foolishly than an irascible adolescent. By killing these men, you have brought upon us their wrath. And it is only natural that they should ask for justice.
Dunkus, I beg you. I only wanted the Renoixe to understand the value of the trees they were cutting.
Bloodshed only leads to more bloodshed, and you know that. I would never have thought you capable of doing something so foolish.
If you want to stop the woodcutters taking vengeance into their own hands, you must deliver this man to us.
I understand. But I have one condition before we make this agreement. The Lugayer Blau fooled us in the past. It is their turn to prove their good faith.
What do you want from us?
There is a mine in the forest that the congregation has long operated with help from my people. But digging into the mountain has risked it collapsing. We reinforced the earth with wood. We worked with the Lugaid Blau to save the mountain and the men. We agreed to stop digging and sealed the entrance with a boulder. But some Renaigse came back, and I think they started digging again. And some of my people started going missing. Perhaps because they had seen them break their promise. If the mountain collapses and it is your clan's fault, thousands of lives will be lost.
And you want me to intervene?
You have to stop them. Remind them of their promise. This is the price of my trust. If you do, we punish the person responsible for the death of the woodcutters, and all our quarrels will be gone.
I'll go to this mine and see what's going on.
Is there anything else?
I must leave. Goodbye, Dunkus.
Qua awalum say.
Und da wollen wir hin. Okay, einfach nur hier runter. Oh, da ist er ja schon. Nee, dahin. Ja. Ah, ich dachte, diese andere Mine, die wir da mal gefunden hatten, wäre gemeint. Aber okay. Wir dürfen jetzt hier durch, wie es scheint. Für Füchsung keine Hirsche. Pilz. Da vorne ist es. Oh, ich bin wieder zu spät. Wie ärgerlich.
Sorry, this is private property. I cannot allow you to enter.
Actually, no one should be able to enter. This mine is doomed. It's terribly dangerous.
I wouldn't know. Our employer, Mr. Maillard, is the owner. He's got all the deeds required. Listen, you should go to the authorities. They can confirm all the paperwork.
I definitely will.
Also einfach wieder zurückrennen.
This makes no sense. Why resume the exploitation of a dangerous mine? Do they want their men to die?
These Renaigse must not have taken us seriously. We should take a closer look.
Oh, ich habe einen Fähigkeitspunkt. Oh, ich habe ja auch den Skill. Oh, das wollte ich nicht. Das hier. No, den wollte ich auch mal zuweisen. Da. Okay. Ach so.
We should take the path that overlooks the outer wall. We should be able to see inside from there.
Look, they freed access to the mine.
They use captives from the villages to dig their mine.
They've made them into slaves. We must talk to Sir de Cossillon. I hope our nation is not involved in this business.
Okay, dann beeilen wir uns mal. Wir müssen nämlich heute viel zu häufig zum Coquillon. Zu dem Sir Coquillon. Ist okay. Gehen wir zu ihm hin. Gehen wir mal schnell zu ihm. Weil dann gibt's gleich ein Mittagspäuschen. Mit dem Stream so lang beenden. Und vielleicht auch kurz danach wieder fortsetzen. Muss ich mal gucken. Wollte ich noch ein bisschen was futtern. Und dann mal atmen gehen. Jetzt hätte man den ganzen Weg nach oben zu ihm rennen. Kann er sein Büro nicht weiter unten haben? Wäre mir viel schneller da. Durch 10 Türen, 10 Treppen hinauf. Und dann wieder durch 10 Türen. So, okay, einer, aber trotzdem.
Sir de Cossillon.
Decidez, my young student. What can I do for you?
Also, hier die
I've
Ausbeutung.
come to ask you about a mine near Vigigidor. It was closed for a long time for security reasons, but someone has started exploiting it again.
I seem to recall that a concession in this area was sold to a Master Maillard. However, I do not recall the details of the contract. It was established by the previous government. He is a rich merchant from Serene who arrived on the island only a short while before we did. People say that he is unscrupulous.
Unscrupulous? That's an understatement. This man had some natives captured and he's using them as slaves to work in this mine.
What? Does this old brigand really think that he is above the law? We cannot tolerate such methods, but we must determine the best way to attack him. You should start by finding the deed to his property in the archives. Don't worry, we'll not let this man's behavior go unpunished. Can your old professor still prove himself useful?
Looking forward to seeing you again.
Okay. Dann finden wir noch ganz schnell im Archiv die Urkunde. So. Hier ging es nach unten. Oh. Falsche Richtung. So. Besitzurkunde eines alten Minengeländes des Meister Mellard gehört. Dieses Schriftstück ist im Rechtsjargon verfasst. Es handelt sich um eine Besitzurkunde vom Meister Mellard, der sich auf einige Ländereien in der Region Quenva bezieht, darunter eine alte Mine. Das Dokument wurde von Lady Morange unterzeichnet. Du wirst ihre Hilfe brauchen, um die gesamten rechtlichen Besonderheiten zu verstehen.
I get lost in all the legal jargon. But they have Lady Morange's seal on them. We should find her to understand exactly what they say.
Uiui, das ist aber aktuell echt sehr viel Rumrennerei. Okay. Nur noch mit ihr. Dann mache ich Mittagspause.
Good day, my lady. Happy to see you again in such fine health. How How can I be of service?
I need your advice once more. This time it's about the property deeds of a plot of land and of a mine acquired by a certain Maillard. Here are the deeds. I must admit that I understand very little of what's written, but your seal is on it.
Do not worry, this type of document is always difficult to decipher for the uninitiated. However, they are very clear. Master Maillard is the owner of a plot of land located near Vigigador. He can exploit the forest and plant anything he wants there, but it says here that he does not have the right to exploit the mine. It's even repeated in this other paragraph. Any attempt at mining on this land is forbidden.
And yet, the mine located on this plot of land has been reopened and is being exploited as we speak.
According to these documents, the mine has been closed for security reasons. This man's behavior is reckless. You should go see him. He's presently in New Serene. He usually spends time at the port when he comes. He has some warehouses there.
Okay. So, dann speichere ich an dieser Stelle und verabschiede mich auch an dieser Stelle. Und hoffe, dass wir uns vielleicht später dann nochmal sehen.